You have worked with foreign forces when you were in UN. You've also worked with the special forces. So, how was your experience all when you worked with them?
See, operating as far as operating with the foreign forces of US, uh, what I've noticed is their upper body strength is more strong. They are more bulky. So when it used to come to long route marches, World War II, mein, why the British got victories? Because Indian troops were all weather troops, all terrain, desert, high altitude, and you name it, all kind of terrain and different kind of food, and the robustness of every body had different characteristics. All got together and they were able to achieve victories. So probably what Bruce Lee used to say, be water, my friend. So my dear friends, the Indian forces were like water when we fought with the British. We could infiltrate even sand like water falls during rain into the desert. So we used to infiltrate everywhere, anywhere, and got victories to the British forces. Only because we are acclimatized and blessed with all kind of terrains where we can sustain and are brought up in life. So the thing is that I questioned them. Okay, you guys are so strong, and I told them, I don't think we even need weapons to kill someone at times, most of the time. So they were so solid, and they were like massive, huge, giant, like I'm just 5'10" and a half. They were 6 feet tall, average height, and 6'2", 6'3", and lifting up 100 kgs. Though I can pick up as well, but my frequency of weightlifting of 100 kgs would be 6 to 10 reps. These charges used to go on for already 15 to 30 reps, 100 kgs ka. So, but when it used to come to land operations where you have to walk, stealth operations, they lacked stamina. They used to get dehydrated very fast. Their mental robustness has limitations. And then I asked them why. They said, we have the facilities. We have so much oil. We have so much machinery. We have so much technology. Then they said, why exhaust your manpower, whereas you can maintain surprise by reaching quick in a helicopter or on a vehicle, which is an armored protective vehicle, APCs, and you can cut down on time. And basically, they said our weaponry is the hard punch. Our technology is the element of surprise. तो कहते हैं हमारा punch और surprise बरकरार रहता है. So I said them, where do you lack your training? They agreed. Then they admitted we lack training. They said we lack training in mountain warfare. क्योंकि वहां पे US has no territory where mountains में कहीं warfare करना है उन्हें. They've seen warfare only in Africa, desert terrain. They tried to do it in Vietnam. They lost. They tried to do it in Iran, which was a developed, I would say, for that time, when they carried out a particular operation to evacuate their ambassadors from the US embassy in Iran. Their own, I cross-questioned them. That is the time where your Hepters, your seeking helicopters developed snags. Your Hercules C-130 was destroyed in a fire because the Hepter was right next to it. Usme aag lagi and blast ho gaya. 8 soldiers died. So I said, your act of NTB then was because you were arrogant about your technology. And they admitted. The best part is that time with whom he was a lieutenant colonel from the Navy SEALs. And he admitted, he said, yes, Major Tu, you're right. He said, we do lack. And he said, we don't take any shame in admitting that. They said, we are far more superior. He said, that is why in Afghanistan, I asked them technically, you're losing out. They said, mountain warfare. The troops are not made for it. Then I said, why? That time only 45 Navy SEALs had come for the protection of US embassy, and my that time state coordinator was Miss Deborah Sheen, US citizen, and Sean Rhodes, he was from Unpol at my location in Malakal. So only for the protection of these 2 American citizens, they sent 45 Navy SEALs at our log base. So I was overwhelmed with the response that the value of 2 American citizens is like 45 Navy SEALs have been sent from JSOC, Germany, in specialized aircraft to Malakal without any permission or intimation. वो बस आ गए, they entered, showed the I-cards. Though we got an email from New York that okay, the delegation and people are coming, but just imagine their connectivity, technology for surveillance, everything is good. But again, jungle warfare and mountain warfare, they have to think twice. They lack stamina. We carry 35 kgs of load. They too can carry, but our duration of carrying that could be 10 hours straight, 15 hours straight without with intermediate halt. Obviously, it's not humanly possible कि हम 15 घंटे तक चलते जा रहे हैं. Until and unless we are in a war zone, we will do it. But during training and everything, we do take intermediate pit stops basically for resting, recuperating, fixing our blisters and feet, and doing them up, and then again moving ahead without wasting time. So ये सारी चीजें होती हैं. So yes, they do lack experience. That is the reason why they come for Yudh Abhyas and all that in desert. Though they say उन्होंने desert storm वगैरह किया, but that time, see the kind of resistance and everything they faced quite a bit. So I would still say desert warfare में they're still good because उनका satellite imagery, data communication and coordination is utmost excellence. ठीक है. But जब वो जंगल में है क्या करेंगे? What is satellite imagery going to do? The vegetation going to remain. Your time plan, time taken, your angle of elevation and depression, ये सारा तो जाना ही पड़ेगा. You'll have to go through it. Technology will not help you to cover that quickly. So so this is one fact that I'm telling the whole world, being an ex-military veteran and having operated with them, that I would also like to no hard feelings to the American forces, but yes, you guys really need to work hard in your jungle warfare and mountain warfare. Your equipment is state of the art.